Hi there, everyone. This is Bruno again from TBS World, and I'm here with our MC from last year and also our MC for this year, Matthew Connolly. Hi, Matt. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Bruno, it's great to be here.
So, Matt, why do you think people should attend TBS World?
Well, it's the future. That's why. Just think if someone said to you in 1993, "Hey, we're going to have a conference about the internet," and they're like, "Why would I want to go see that?" Now that makes a lot of sense. Back then, you could kind of understand. And it's the people who looked at the future and embraced it are the ones who got ahead.
Okay, and with your experience from last year, you were the MC last year, you're going to be the MC this year. What do you think will happen to all those cryptocurrency companies? Because one of the things that we focus on for this conference is blockchain cryptocurrency. What do you think that will happen in the future with all those cryptocurrency companies?
Well, last year we were sort of coming off that crazy sugar high of Bitcoin, and then a little bit of reality set in. But what didn't change was the fundamental application and value of blockchain and artificial intelligence and all the other stuff. And the companies that are establishing themselves now are the ones that are going to be prepared to be the real big wins in the future, the real investors in the future. So I think what people are going to learn is they're going to get an inside track to the companies that are making the foundation of what the new technology is going to be. And those are the people you have to follow. The leaders always jump out early, and you want to get to know those people. You want to understand what the companies are doing and what they stand for and the kind of problems that they solve. And those are the kind of folks who are going to be at the conference.
Okay, very good. And you just mentioned it, artificial intelligence. How important do you think artificial intelligence is for us people in our life?
It's gonna do for us what simple things like having 30 gig of memory do for us now. I remember back when I got one of my first computers in the 90s, before a lot of people were even born, and it had 512 meg of RAM, and I thought I had the best computer ever because we didn't have that much use for it. Now with cryptocurrency, artificial intelligence, and everything else, the uses for it are going to grow as fast as people can develop it. So everything from ordering food online or any other simple thing of doing your taxes, for example, artificial intelligence is going to be that assistant you didn't know you couldn't live without.
So you're mentioning taxes, and we all know that Matthew Connolly is also very active in politics. How is the US government acting towards cryptocurrency, blockchain, and all these new technologies emerging in our
Well,
life?
the U.S. government is actually taking quite an interesting role. They're deciding if things are securities or not. They're trying to look at what's a reasonable framework to put around cryptocurrency in order to encourage its development, but also to be able to stay on top of it from both a regulation standpoint and a security for the user standpoint. So I'm pretty impressed with how well the U.S. government is looking at this. They're looking at it like, I think, like a good policy and public policy protection agency without being too intrusive. They're not trying to stop it. They know they can't stop it, and they're working to help make it safe and accessible for everyone.
Okay, isn't it a risk if they get too much involved into it that the whole idea behind it gets lost?
If you would say that again?
Isn't it too much of a risk if the government would get too much involved into it that the whole idea behind the
Well, you're
cryptocurrency
talking about a risk. I don't know, a risk for who?
for us, the users?
The thing about cryptocurrency, and this is the worst kept secret in all of the world, is that they can't do anything about it. The government can try to ban, like look at the governments that have tried to ban cryptocurrency, try to ban Bitcoin. Can't be done. As long as you've got an internet connection to anyone else in the world, the government can't do a darn thing about peer-to-peer transactions, and they know it. So where they fall in line is what happens when there's disputes, or should they need to try to, solving a crime or something like that, try to follow the money and see where it leads and to see if they have jurisdiction. But they can't do anything to two people in the world who want to communicate and transact through Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, you name it. So what they're trying to do is establish themselves as a reasonable arbiter should there be a contractual problem. And also from, like I said before, the crime fighting aspect, Silk Road would be an example of where they had to assert themselves and do some cyber detective work. But I don't think they're going to get too far intrusive to the point where it slows things down. If anything, it's going to speed things up as far as consumers using it, because they'll feel safer knowing that, hey, we've got, like a police force that enforces contracts. If you write a bad check to somebody, what's your recourse? Well, you go to the police and they help you recover your money. And if cryptocurrency has that same backing behind it, it's going to be a positive thing.
Okay. Very good. So Matt, we all know that you were the MC last year. About this year's conference, can you tell us a bit more what you're going to give away? Because last year you gave things away.
I can't wait. I mean, the speaker lineup is going to be out of this world. We had great speakers last time, and we had great company executives discussing what their role in their companies for the crypto and blockchain, artificial intelligence. It's going to be just even that much better. I mean, the tools you will walk away and the knowledge you'll walk away with from this conference is going to be so much worth the time and money you spend to get there. I just think it's going to be fantastic.
Okay, I have one more question, Matt. So why do you think startups should apply to TBS World?
What, for the battle, you mean? For the startup battle?
Startup battle.
Well, there's money in it for them. Tremendous exposure. Look, we're working with Altcoin Magazine. They are going to help spread the word. It's like winning American Idol almost. I mean, it's one of those things. If you can make it there, bam. The rest, you've got a real good path to wherever else you want to go. Startups should have flocked to apply. Excuse me, because this is their golden ticket. I mean, this is where they're going to make a splash they couldn't make otherwise.
Okay, thank you so much, Matt. Is there anything else you would like to add for the people?
I'm looking forward to being there in June. It's going to be a great show. We're going to have a good time. The Bitcoin Friends party after is going to be terrific. It's going to be a good time. And it's going to be educational. It's going to be well worth the effort for everyone to show up.
And it's going to be fun to give some socks away again.
Well, don't tell them about the socks. We're going to have to change it now,
Right.
They won't know what it means. Unless they were there last year, they won't know what the socks mean. We'll do something better than socks.
All right. Thank you so much, Matt. Have a good one. See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.